Arizona governor. What did you think?
Oh, it was a struggle to watch some parts of this, Neil, as you considered President Obama with his lack of enthusiasm for his own policies and his lack of conviction in trying to articulate why it is that he believes that government will make you healthy, wealthy, and wise and happy when, you know, the vast majority of Americans know that government isn't the answer. So I almost felt sorry for him in his role as president, trying to explain why we need to repeat 4 more years of failed policies. I thought that this was Romney's night. Romney did very well, and he was able to, I think, articulate well why it is that someone with great business experience is what we need to turn this economy around.
I know last time we chatted, Governor, you had said that it was important for Mitt Romney to bring it to the president, and not only just the intellectual argument, but you didn't say this, I'm just paraphrasing, the passion argument. In other words, to show why a change in leadership was so important, or that he could lose this thing. Do you think that tonight he did that?
Well, he did that, but Neil, to be perfectly honest with you, I was still hoping that both of these candidates would be able to explain to the American public the economic woes that we are in right now and the gravity of the situation that our debt is causing. We are drowning. We are a country facing a bankruptcy that will forever change the American landscape. And neither candidate really articulated, I think, quite passionately, strongly, the gravity of the situation. But having said that, Romney still did a heck of a lot better job than Barack Obama in explaining why it is so important that we turn things around and that we start prioritizing where we will spend American tax dollars. I sure wish both candidates, though, would have explained that government doesn't have a revenue problem. They truly have a spending problem. They don't need to keep taking more and more and more from the private sector and squeezing out investment opportunities that would otherwise allow the private sector to grow and to thrive. That's allowing government to grow. I wish that both candidates would have been more passionate about why the private sector needs to be allowed to be unleashed, that entrepreneurial spirit.
Did you get a sense, Governor Palin, as we look at the spin room, there are throngs around different representatives speak on behalf of the candidate? And again, you know, I have Mitt Romney. I mean, we saw former New York Mayor Giuliani talking to a throng of reporters not too far away from South Dakota Senator John Thune, essentially making the same pitch. A number of prominent Democrats doing the same for Barack Obama. Do you recall, Governor, during your debate with Joe Biden, was that the procedure that those who supported you as well as those who supported Joe Biden were even going to leave the debate a little early, if not even watch let's say the last 15 minutes of the debate? Because a lot of these guys, Governor, were in place and talking before the debate was even done. In other words, is that usual?
You know, I had no idea 4 years ago what was going on behind the scenes or in headquarters. In fact, we used to have a running joke. The JV squad, those of us on the vice presidential side of the ticket, we used to talk about where is this mysterious headquarters and what are they doing to this campaign. So I didn't know back then how it worked. I still don't know this inside baseball stuff. I just know as an average American that I am expecting the candidates at this level to be able to explain to the people the true state of our union, what our economy actually looks like, and what we can do to turn things around. And again, I believe that Governor Romney was able to explain much better policy proposals than Barack Obama was. Barack Obama still believing in growing more government, just repeating mistakes. And tonight, I believe that Governor Romney was able to be the one to explain how we can turn things around.
Do you think the expectations game matter, Governor? I mean, in the case of Mitt Romney, depending on how the media was portraying these polls, he had to hit it out of the park tonight. It was desperate for him to get there, so he had to really be in the president's face and deliver the goods. But if the expectations were low for him to begin with, that would be good enough for him, and he would look good. I don't know how they're going to review this debate and see how it did. He seemed to do fine for me. The president seemed to do fine addressing his basic issues. President appeared to be slightly more thin-skinned, a little more peevish, but that could just be my knee-jerk read. I remember in your debate with Joe Biden, a lot of folks were in the mainstream media were expecting you to lose, and the poll results afterwards that most Americans watching thought you had won. So I'm wondering how the expectations game plays into this, and I know it gets a little maybe too punditry, and I'm certainly not in that camp, but on the expectations game, if they were low for Mitt Romney, did that help him, and did he comport himself well as a result?
Well, it was pretty fascinating to watch both camps try to lower expectations so that there would be no disappointment afterwards. It was like, oh, come on, you guys, you're taking this a little too far, you know. Just get on with it. Let's hear what the plan is from both of you, and let's judge from there. But I tell you what the expectations are, at least from me, from henceforth, will be that 90% of the liberal media, the mainstream media, they're going to say, of course, that Barack Obama won the debate. You know, you can expect that. That's commonplace now, that Mitt Romney, that a conservative, will not be given a fair shot overall when the media will generalize what a result was from a debate. So, you know, that's reality. That's a new reality. But it should challenge conservatives even more, make us work even harder, make us be clear in what our policy proposals will be, so that the average American can judge, doing our own homework, we can judge regardless of that filter of the mainstream media, what they try to do to that conservative's message.
Very well put. Governor, it's always a pleasure. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Governor Sarah Palin.